They say love is blind, but when betrayal knocks on your door, suspicion gives you perfect vision. For weeks, I watched my husband sneak away in the dead of night, his eyes red, his hands trembling. I thought he was cheating on me. I thought another woman had stolen his heart. But when I finally dialed that mysterious, unknown number, the truth that answered destroyed me far more than any infidelity ever could. My name is Hira, and 14 years ago, I married Ahsan. He was a man of few words, never laughed too loud, never cried. I used to ask him, "Do you even have a heart?" He'd just smile and say, "I do. It's just quiet." Our life was ordinary, framed by a modest house, monthly budgets, and our greatest joy, our 12-year-old son, Yahya. But 2 years ago, a devastating school van accident took him from us forever. On that final morning, his last words to me were, "Mom, make potato parathas for me today. I'll be starving when I get back." He did come back, but wrapped in a white shroud. After Yahya left, the house drowned in a suffocating silence. To survive the pain, I packed all his things, his backpack, trophies, and clothes, into a cardboard box and locked it away in the storeroom. Ahsan didn't object. We wore masks of resilience for the world, smiling at guests and turning our pillows at night to hide the tears. But last month, everything changed. Ahsan left his phone charging in the kitchen. As I passed by, the screen lit up with a missed call from a contact named Unknown. I checked the history. It was filled with calls. 1 a.m., right before dawn, midday. For 2 years, I thought we shared the same grief. Now I feared he was living a secret life. One night, unable to bear the anxiety, I waited until Ahsan fell asleep. I slipped his phone from his side, opened the unknown contact, and pressed dial. My heart pounded. Suddenly, a faint, muffled ringtone echoed from somewhere deep inside our own house. Terrified, I hung up. The next day, I searched everywhere, eventually stepping into the forgotten storeroom. In the corner, inside Yahya's old school bag, I found a small, fully charged phone. Yahya's old phone. With shaking hands, I opened the call logs. Every single call was from Ahsan, hundreds of them. Then, I opened the voice notes. Yahya's voice filled the dusty room. "Dad, if I don't pick up, just know I'm playing a game. Don't be mad." 2 years later, my boy was speaking to me. Behind me, Ahsan's voice broke the silence. "You shouldn't have heard that," he whispered. He wasn't ashamed. He was just exhausted from weeping alone. He confessed that because I couldn't bear to see Yahya's things, he kept the phone to hear its ring, a desperate illusion that something of our son could still answer him. He labeled it unknown because seeing Yahya's name on a screen made the finality of death too painful to bear. We sat on that cold floor, surrounded by dust and memories, and wept together. We had hid. Behind me, Ahsan's voice broke the silence. "You shouldn't have heard that," he whispered. I turned around. He was standing at the door. There was no guilt on his face, only the heavy exhaustion of a man who had been weeping all alone. With a breaking voice, I asked, "You had this phone all along? You hid it from me?" He looked down and said softly, "You told me not to keep his things in sight because it broke you every time. I just thought, let me keep at least one thing close to me." I held the phone tight against my chest. "But why save it as unknown? Why not Yahya?" Tears finally rolled down Ahsan's cheeks as he sank to the floor. because I couldn't bear to see his name on my screen," he sobbed. "When it said Yahya, it felt like he was about to pick up. So I made it unknown. I called him every night just to hear the ring for a few seconds. It made me feel like something of our son was still alive to answer me. I asked him, 'Why didn't you tell me?' He looked at me with bloodshot eyes. 'Because you had finally stopped crying, Hira. I couldn't watch you break down again.' I looked at him, and in that silence lay the cruelty of 2 years. We hadn't been cruel to each other. We had been cruel to our own grief. In trying to protect one another, we had hidden our son from each other. I handed him the phone. 'Delete unknown,' I said. 'Write his name back. Yahya.' With trembling hands, he changed it. Today, we don't call that phone anymore. We just keep it charged, keeping the memory alive. Grief doesn't disappear when you hide it. It just goes anonymous. Healing only begins when you have the courage to call your pain by its true name.